Access to clean drinking water is a basic human right, but one that millions of people across sub-Saharan Africa can only dream of, as water shortage is the reality they live with. Scientists say climate change will only make water stress worse, but that recognizing, measuring and expressing water's worth and incorporating it into decision-making are fundamental to achieving sustainable and equitable water resource management. Leila Mohammed with the story of how communities in Kenya are coping with water scarcity.
Those who control how water is valued control how it is used. Values are a central aspect of power and equity in water resources governance. The failure to fully value water in all its different uses is considered a root cause or a symptom of the political neglect of water and its management. Guarding sources that provide this precious resource has been a battle between environmentalists, governments and those who rely on the water bodies for their survival.
Tunaamka usiku kitoka saa 10 kujipanga kutoka fora. Sasa mostly tunatoka saa 11 ndio tufike hapo mapema. Na mbuzi ni mingi nakunywa maji kutoka asubuhi mpaka jioni baadaye.
Differences in the way water is valued occur not only between stakeholder groups but are widespread within them. For those affected by water scarcity, the less and less water there is in water bodies, the worse their lives get.
Unaenda unapata maji, wanyama wa porini wamekuja wameingia, wamechafua. Unakuta wanyama wale wengine wetu pia wameingia, wamechafua, wamekojolea. Unaongoja hiyo maji, unaenda pia unakaa hapo, unakuta wengine wako wengi wameenda asubuhi.
For residents of northern counties, the continuous battle of long spells of drought is a serious threat to their survival.
Kutoka asubuhi kwenda kutafuta maji, unarudi kama kitu saa 7, saa 8, saa 9, unakuja wewe ndio kupika, wewe ndio kufanya kila kitu, kutafuta wanyama wale wako nyumbani, kwenda kuwarudisha nyumbani. Na hiyo maji yenye tunaenda kutafuta sio maji safi.
Scientists say that climate change continues to exert significant impact on the planet. Among the consequences of these, water shortages. The communities here are pastoralist in nature. Their livelihood, their domestic animals depend on pasture and water. The lack of rainfall and huge bouts of drought threaten the very core of their existence. For these women from Mulango area in Laikipia County, the search for water is a collective affair. For the mothers, the strain is worse because they have to tend to their young ones as well. In other parts of the country, a collective initiative by the local government and humanitarian organizations has enabled communities once affected by lack of water to have access easily.
Situmii muda mwingi hata nitembee tafuta maji. Maji ziko tu kwa mlango. Mradi uamke na ujipangie kasi yako vile inatakikana. Hata kuna wakati unapoteza utembee kilomita mbali atutafute maji. Saizi maji yetu haina ni magonjwa yote.
Humanitarian organizations such as World Vision are helping to make water accessible and are teaching the communities how to harvest and store water.
Children used to suffer a lot. They used to go for water in a stream down there. And that was a seasonal stream. It could dry during a dry season like this, it could dry up, and getting water was not easy.
Due to the challenges that many communities face across the region, the efforts to bring water close to the households by installing mechanized water pumping systems and networks of pipes has been a relief for the residents here.
Kuna households 89 wanatumia hii maji. Na tunatarajia wengi wafaidike kutokana na hii maji.
Since the clean water started flowing into the communities here, the access to clean water has enabled schools, healthcare facilities and animal drinking points to provide safe water to all in need.
We have a very low water table. Now when those boreholes are drilled, we realize we get very low yield. To an extent, some of the boreholes you can get maybe the highest yield you can get is around 1.5 maybe to 3 cubic. So it is very difficult, and that one now puts us in a very bad situation because Now it forces maybe some members of the community to move for a very long distance to look for water.
Experts believe that quality compliance at source and at point of use is key to assuring good health and contributes to the well-being of children and families in sub-Saharan Africa.
We realized that the water coverage is very low, and that's how we came up with the initiatives to support access to safe drinking water. And we have been able to do this in quite a number of projects, but Akibui stands out because of the partnership that has gone into investment in the building of the infrastructure.
A new report by the Global Center for Adaptation warned that climate change will lead to an equivalent of 2 to 4% annual loss in GDP in Africa by 2040. Africa bears the greatest brunt of global warming, despite being the last emitter of greenhouse gases. According to data by WHO and UNICEF, billions of people around the world will be unable to access safely managed household drinking water, sanitation and hygiene services in 2030 unless the rate of progress quadruples. Sub-Saharan Africa is experiencing the slowest rate of progress in the world. Only 54% of people used safe drinking water and only 25% in fragile contexts. Leila Mohammed, NTV.